name is Paige and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be filming a collective book haul of all the final books I got in 2024 so that we can start our new year off fresh. So these are the final books that I got since my last book haul in September, I believe it was. So yeah, there are two that I'm going to mention now that I do not have on me. They're called Haven and Kosa. My mom ended up buying them and she has them at her house, but I will end up reading them. I just haven't read them yet. But yes, they were from the small book event, so we ended up getting both of them, and I got two that we were both interested in, so we had four, so we just split the payment of those. So yeah, she has those, but I will eventually read them. And yeah, so let's get into this book haul today. The first two books that I have are also from that same event. The first one is Wicked Women. This one is a witchy book. A witchy and sometimes disturbing account of the unique lives of three young women and the mysterious yet enchanting Bonnie Buckingham who draws them into her dark world. This is a series of 3 books. This is the first one. I talked to the author at the event. I ended up getting this signed. He seemed very nice and this book sounded really interesting. So I'm excited to start this and get into this series. And then the next book I got at that same event is In the Dead of the Night. This, I believe, is an abandoned like summer camp, which I love books with abandoned summer camps. This is definitely like more of a summer read. I feel like I definitely will be reading this summer. This author seems super nice. I also got this one signed, and yeah, it sounded really amazing, like my type of thriller that I would enjoy. And so I definitely had to pick this one up while we were there because this one was selling very fast. People were all grabbing this one, so I grabbed a copy and there we are. So those are the first 2 books, and yeah, the next book I have is Give Me Butterflies. This was a Goodreads giveaway, so this is an uncorrected proof. The cover is beautiful. It is a STEM romance, which after reading The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, I'm definitely interested in reading more of these because they sound amazing, and that one was really good. I loved that. So I'm interested to see how other authors do this like subgenre of romance. So that is our next book. The next book I have is a book that my mom bought me from a used bookstore. It is Juliet. It is a like Romeo and Juliet retelling where we have like a modern day character who finds a key to a safety deposit box, and then she's swept into the journey of her ancestor, and her legendary love for a young man named Romeo rocked the foundations of medieval Siena. So I thought this one sounded amazing. I love retellings and I love Romeo and Juliet. I actually am a big Shakespeare fan, which not many people are, but I really do enjoy Shakespeare once I finally learned how to read it correctly. But this one I'm super excited about, and it was a used bookstore, so it was only $6.50. And I saw it on the shelf and I grabbed it and I was going to buy it, and then my mom bought it for me. So thank you to my mom. Shout out to her. She's great and she supports my book addiction. Apologies for the camera angle. My camera keeps falling, so the angle keeps changing, but now you can see my Stephen King collection up here and my bookmarks, and Taylor. The next 2 books I got at a buy one get one half off sale at Target. The first book is Collide. It is like she's an honor student, he's a jock hockey player. It gave me Daydream vibes. I'm really excited about this. I love hockey romances, especially when, like, you know, she's like, ugh, hockey guys, and then he's a hockey guy and she's like, oh, actually I might like hockey guys. But Lauren has this book. I'm hoping that we can read it together. It sounds amazing, and I'm hoping it gives Daydream vibes because I loved Daydream and I want to find another book that gives me that same feeling. The next book I got was Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I read Nothing Like the Movies and Better Than the Movies by her, and it was amazing. So I'm really excited to get into this one. I really want to get all of her books because they all sound so good, and I love her writing style. It's so fast-paced. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. The next book that I have is Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson. My fiance bought this for me for our anniversary. We were at Target getting last-minute Christmas gifts, and he ended up buying it for me because he saw that I wanted it. This is a paranormal type of romance. I'm pretty sure he's the Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, a woman discovers that not all monsters are her enemy. So definitely a interesting aspect in there, so I'm excited to see how this plays out. I was excited about this. This one's a new release. I believe it released in November or December. I can't remember which one. I think December. And I was really excited about it. I also have The Fake Meat by her, which I need to read, but I've heard great things about her as an author and just that her books are fun. So I need a fun read. That's why I got this one. So yeah, the next book I got was actually kind of an impulse buy, but it is A Study in Drowning, and it is the sprayed edges edition with all of these like books. I bought this because I've been wanting to read this book, and I saw the sprayed edges and I didn't get it at first, and then a couple days later I went back and got it because I couldn't stop thinking about this. But I know it's like a fantasy book. On the back it says, but if fairies and monsters were real, so were the women who defeated them. I've heard great things about this. I follow her on Instagram and she seems really amazing and her work seems amazing, and I'm really excited to read this one. I know she has another book coming out soon, I believe, and she just had one come out recently. Actually, I have the other book that just came out recently that's up there, Lady Macbeth. So I'm excited to read her books because I've heard great things, especially about this one. I haven't heard as much about Lady Macbeth, but I have heard great things about this one, and I'm super excited about it. The next two books I have are from my mom for Christmas. They are books that I keep picking up and then putting back down and never buying, and she's been with me every time I've picked them up and then not bought them. So she finally got them for me for Christmas. She said, don't buy these, and then she bought them for me for Christmas. The first one is Phantasma. I've heard so many good things about this one. I've heard it's like Caraval. I read Caraval. I need to do a reread of it, but I read it and I loved it. I just don't remember much from it, but I do remember loving it. But I am super excited about this one. I've heard amazing things. I've been wanting to read this and buy it for so long because it sounds so good. Phantasma only has two rules: stay alive and don't fall in love. I'm pretty sure it's a romantasy. It sounds amazing. Super excited. The new book, the next book in the series, comes out this year. Well, in 2025. And then the next book I got, this one's a big one, 11/22/63 by Stephen King. If you guys know about Stephen King, you know this one is like raved about. Everybody loves this book. Even if they are not a Stephen King fan, they love this book, and I am a Stephen King fan, so I have a feeling I'm gonna love this. It's just a big commitment, but I definitely want to read this in 2025. It's on my list of books to read, so I need to read this. I'm super excited about it. I keep saying that, but it's one of the Stephen King books that I've been wanting to read for so long and wanting to buy, so I'm glad I finally got this one. But with that is all of the books that I've gotten since my last book haul, and that kind of ends us off on 2024. It is December 31st right now while I'm filming this, so that kind of ends us off on a good note. And those are all of the books that I've gotten in 2024. So now we are able to start fresh with book hauls in 2025. I'm trying to go on a book buying ban because I have so many books I need to read, but I'm sure you guys know I am not good at book buying bans, so we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna try and go on one until the springtime, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.